everyone, so I'm here today to film a quick empties video because I haven't filmed one in a little while. So I'm just going to run through all the products I have finished up recently and whether or not I would purchase them again. So let's jump straight in. Firstly, I have this packet of the Shiseido facial cottons. I really like these and I've actually decided I'm going to start purchasing these instead of the Swisspers makeup pads because these are packaged in cardboard and I can recycle this where I can't recycle the plastic wrapping on Swisspers. So even though it's a few dollars more, it's a bit more sustainable. This is a bottle of Bioderma Hydrabio H2O Micellar solution. I have recently come to terms with the fact that I will no longer purchase micellar waters because if I use them too consecutively, I get eczema on my eyelids. So I've decided that after I finish up my last bottle, which is a little travel size, I won't be purchasing any more micellar waters at all. This is the Neutrogena Deep Clean Micellar Gel to Foam for normal to oily skin. This was a gel cleanser. It was actually really good at removing makeup, but because it doesn't remove eye makeup, I probably won't purchase it again. This is the Kiehl's Cactus Flower and Tibetan Ginsing Hydrating Mist. I purchased this because I just really loved the packaging and it was a new release when I was in the Kiehl store, but I think the second ingredient in here is alcohol denat, so I won't be purchasing that again. These are the Nip and Fab Glycolic Fix Night Pads Extreme. So these are little pads that are soaked in glycolic acid solution. They were pretty good, but I've also realized I just don't really need glycolic acid on my skin. It doesn't have that much of an effect, so probably won't purchase these again. Another product from Nip and Fab, this is the Nip and Fab Hydrate Dragon's Blood Fix Plumping Serum. It's a hyaluronic acid serum and I was using this in the morning. It was a pretty good serum, but I won't repurchase it because it smells like Old Spice deodorant. It has a very strong, like, masculine scent and I just really didn't like it, so I won't be purchasing that again. This is the Ego QV Face Oil-Free Moisturiser with a matte finish. Ego QV products are pretty good. They're very simple, but they all remind me of Play-Doh. Like, the scent of them is very strongly of Play-Doh. I think it's because they don't have any fragrance in them, but I don't really like it. I don't think they're that special, so wouldn't repurchase that either. Here's a little mini of the Badescu AHA Botanical Body Soap. This was a grapefruit kind of body gel cleansing product. It was okay. I just don't think I would purchase it again because it wasn't that special, but Badescu is really affordable and it is AHA, so maybe in the future, but not anytime soon. This is the Antipodes Divine Face Oil with avocado oil and rosehip. It's just a very simple oil kind of thing. It is just basically avocado oil, macadamia, jojoba, vitamin E, and rosehip oil. It was okay, but I don't think it was amazing. I mean, maybe I would purchase it because I always want to have an oil in my rotation, but it wasn't the best thing in the world. I finally finished up the Body Shop Strawberry Body Sorbet. This is a really like kind of silicone-y feeling light body lotion. It's not my favorite formula, but it's not horrible. I just probably won't purchase it again. This is from Sukin. This is the Energizing Body Scrub with coconut and coffee. It was okay. I didn't really like the coconut coffee scent. It smelled kind of like cookie batter, but it just wasn't the best scrub I've ever used. I'm currently using one I much prefer, so I probably won't buy that again. Speaking of Swisspers, these are the Swisspers makeup pads. I finished these ages ago and I won't buy them again. Like I said, I'll be buying the Shiseido ones now. This is a Pharmacy Care facial wipes in the scent Aloe. I like to carry facial wipes in my bag to take my makeup off when I leave work. If I'm going somewhere, I like to redo my base makeup, so I carry these in my bag. I'm trying to think if there's a more sustainable way of doing that because I've always found face wipes so wasteful. They're like single-use makeup removers, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm still doing that with a different brand, but I'm hoping to eventually figure out how to not do that anymore. This is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Creamy Cleanser and Makeup Remover. This was just a simple kind of creamy cleanser. I used it in the shower. It was pretty good at removing makeup, but also not great for eye makeup, so probably won't buy it again. We've got a Avene Micellar Lotion in like a little travel size. From memory, this product was really quite good, but it does sting my eyes a little bit. And like I said, anyway, I'm not going to be purchasing any more micellar lotions. We've got the Akin Revitalising Cellular Radiance Serum. This is an anti-aging kind of serum. It just wasn't super effective on my skin. I don't really need anti-aging at this point, so wouldn't purchase that again. I have a little sample of the Dermeze Ointment. This is really thick, probably won't purchase it again. I also have a ton of little like samples. Most of these I wouldn't buy again, so I'll just run through them really quickly. This is the Josie Whipped Mud Mask, the Argan Hydrating and Detoxifying Treatment. I got it in unscented in a Mecca Beauty Loop box. It was okay. I might consider purchasing it, but it's probably a bit too expensive for what it is. The rest of these are all from Tony Moly, so they're from their goat milk collection. This is Tony Moly Goat Milk Moisture Toner, the Moisture Emulsion, which was actually really hard to get out of this little tube, which was kind of annoying, the Moisture Body Lotion, the Moisture Essence, the Premium Moisture Cream, the Foam Cream Cleanser, and the Moisture Body Wash. All of these were fine. They were all really tiny minis, and I wouldn't buy any of them again. I also have the Avene Cleanance Spot Treatment. This was like a stick wind up spot treatment. It was fine. I did not think it was that effective though, so wouldn't purchase that. I finished up the Skin 79 Super BB Cream. This is really, really good. I would definitely try to purchase this again. It's not really available in Australia, but if I happen to stumble across it in a Korean beauty store, I would definitely pick it up. I really liked this. I have the Marc Jacobs Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. I really liked this and I am looking at purchasing this again, but I'm not sure if I would purchase this or the Too Faced Hangover Primer instead. I think they're pretty comparable, and this one's about $10 more, I think. I also did have a little sample of the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. Got this from a Mecca Beauty Loop. I really like this primer and I will probably buy a full size in the future, but I just bought another primer instead to try out, so I don't really need any primers at the moment. I finished the Dr. Jart BB Radiance Beauty Balm. This was probably one of my least favorite of the little kit that I purchased because it's very yellow, very thin, and kind of separate-y, so not my favorite. I finally finished my Bite Agave Lip Mask. I had it in my Project Pan Roulette last year, and that's where all of these marks are from, and I finally finished it up. I started out not really liking this product, but by the end I'd grown really familiar with it, and I might buy this again. I think it's a really great lip mask to put on while you're sleeping because you wake up and it's still there, so I think it's pretty good. I also finally finished up this Essence Blue Me Up Eyeliner Duo. This was also in my Project Pan Roulette last year, and I just can't really sharpen it anymore, so I'm getting rid of that. It was limited edition, but I wouldn't buy it anyway. And then some samples. This was a sample of the NARS Laguna Bronzer. I liked this actually, but at the moment I'm using up a NARS Laguna Liquid Bronzer sample, and I really think I prefer liquid bronzers to powder bronzers. But that's how I feel right now. This is the Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation. I think this was in the shade Light Medium, which is probably a bit too dark for me during the rest of the year, but it was fine. I won't buy that again. This is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I have owned this in the past. I think it's a really good primer. This was the Korres Wild Rose Brightening and Line Smoothing Serum for face and eyes. This is actually pretty nice, but I probably wouldn't buy it based on the foil sample. And lastly, I have the Hourglass Illusion Hyaluronic Skin Tint Oil Free in the shade Ivory. The shade Ivory was way too dark for me. It looked absolutely ridiculous. It's also quite a high coverage for a skin tint, so I probably wouldn't purchase that either.